95.5 WFMS. Good morning. It's Jim, Deb, and Kevin.
So, not often that we give marital advice on the show, but I think today would be a good idea and
Okay.
I'd share what not to do because I would hate for someone else to find themselves in this situation. So I'm at dinner the other night with Greg, and literally we sat down at this restaurant. It was outdoor. We were on this patio. They had the lights strung. It was a really cool atmosphere. I dropped my napkin on the ground. I leaned down to get it, and I've had a back issue, so I leaned down to get it, and I kind of was down there longer than I expected. And in doing so, I guess I had shown the crown of my head to Greg because I'm going, oh gosh, this hurts. And he says, again, this is what not to do. Do you have a hair appointment soon?
Mhm.
And I said, why are you asking? And of course, he proceeds to say, which was pretty foolish, I see gray. It looks like your
Well.
gray's kind of.
Yeah, he just letting you know. Maybe he likes the gray. Maybe
So I threw the napkin in his face. No, I'm kidding. I picked up my napkin and I said, here's a good idea. Probably shouldn't have said that. And granted, we've been married 21 years, but I said, why do you tell me that stuff? It's like, I know when my hair, and I said, just so you know, this is a Sunday. My hair appointment's on Tuesday. So it was coming up within 48 hours.
yeah.
But it was just one of those things where even if you saw it, why would you? But that's Greg. He sees it. He vocalizes
Well, see,
it.
I'm kind of that way too. I'm thinking.
Yes, you are.
We've been married 34 years, and if I could say to Andrea, hey, I like the gray, I don't like the gray, or whatever, and
No,
and she
not
would
asking
know
for
that's
opinions.
I'm just
Not taking
I
a
mean-
survey. Mm-mm.
I'm being honest with my wife, and if you can't be honest with your spouse,
You can be
Uh,
honest. I want you to be honest. Honest would be like, hey, I went to so-and-so's or I went out with the guys or whatever. I don't care about your honesty when it comes to my gray hair. You probably put it there.
so your honesty ends at hair.
Well, I'm just
Well,
saying.
other things like that.
It really okay. Here's how I always think. Here's how I always rephrase things. If before you speak, and as a parent, I always told the kids this: is it kind? Does it benefit somebody? That doesn't benefit me. I don't need to know that I know I have the grays coming in, and I have to go every so often and cover that up.
So if you're out to dinner and you've got a big old piece of green
That
spinach
benefits
stuck on
me.
your tooth,
That would
And
benefit
Benefits,
me.
he-
okay.
is he allowed to tell you, hey, you've got some
Sure.
spinach hanging from your canine?
Of
That
you might want to
benefits.
wipe that off.
Of course, because that would benefit me. But
Well, okay.
I can't do anything about the gray hair. And there are just a few. I call them my sparkles at dinner.
Sure.
I can't do anything about it at dinner. So, anyways, he used the example of, well, how's this any different than when you tell me I need to trim trim my beard because it's gotten like
It's
maybe
not.
unruly. And no, it is different. I find them completely different. I'm just saying it's a grooming reminder. And he's saying, let's face it. He was basically saying, I hope your hair appointment is soon. That's how it's translated. Is it coming
that's how
up?
you interpret
Because
it.
if not, schedule it. That's probably what he was saying.
He might be saying, don't schedule it because I like the gray hair.
That's not
So
what he was saying.
you interpreted it as something negative. It might have been very positive. It might have been a compliment.
Okay, Kevin, we all know gray. It was not a compliment. And can I ask, Jim,
Yes.
you're always like totally neutral. It's not the same thing, right?
It is not the same thing. You're right.
See?
And it is to kind of further this with Kevin, it is very important to be honest. It is also very important to sometimes remain silent.
And shut your mouth.
Mhm.